You just spent $1,200 on a shiny new catalytic converter, and the check engine light is still glaring at you from the dash. At first, you might assume that means the mechanic messed up, because how else does this make sense? I totally get the frustration. Here's the unwelcome reality. Replacing the converter itself doesn't always guarantee a fast fix for a stubborn check engine light. The system is more complicated than that, and there are like a dozen other things that can cause the same error code. Picture this. Your upstream oxygen sensor is throwing tantrums because it's caked in carbon, or your downstream sensor is just old and lazy. Both have a reputation for making the car's computer think the new catalytic converter isn't working. Sensors are sneaky. Another pain point. Sometimes the code is still stored in your car's computer memory. It's like when you close a bunch of tabs but never restart your laptop. You might actually have to clear the codes using an OBD2 scanner to see if the light stays off. People don't always know this, but aftermarket converters can mess with your emissions readings. Federal versus California emissions regulations also play a part. Some states are pickier than others. If you're in Portland like me, you know all about passing the DEQ test. Here's a step you shouldn't skip. Check for exhaust leaks. Even a tiny leak before or after the converter can confuse the sensors and keep that light lit. It's like someone whispering just the wrong data to your onboard computer. If you installed the part yourself and accidentally missed tightening a clamp or gasket, yeah, that'll do it too. I've definitely learned this one the hard way in my home garage. DIY isn't always the money saver you hoped for. Pro tip, pull up the specific OBD2 code. P0420 is the code everyone dreads, but there are like 40 other related codes that'll tell you a lot more about which sensor or fuel ratio issue might actually be haunting your car's brain. Don't forget old battery issues or random voltage drops. Modern cars hate unstable power. If your battery is on life support, sometimes sensors give bad readings and make the computer overreact without any actual problem in the exhaust system. You'd think the car would recover once it gets a few cycles with everything fixed. Sometimes, all it takes is 50 to 100 miles of normal driving for the system to relearn and shut the light off. If it stays on after a week, you're justified getting grumpy. One number that will blow your mind. Studies show that over 60% of check engine lights related to emissions are actually sensor failures, not a bad catalytic converter. That's a lot of parts swaps that just chase ghosts. If you're running out of patience or just hate the idea of wasting more time, professional diagnostics save you money in the long run. Shops have $4,000 scanners that walk through all readiness monitors, not just what the cheap code reader says. And after all this, if you're still stuck, sometimes the vehicle itself needs a software update from the dealer. Annoying but true. Basically, the modern car's computer is smarter and way pettier than we ever gave it credit for.